All right, and welcome back. So in this video, we are going to be going through a couple example problems on how we work with translations of shapes. Remember, translations can be thought of as being what we call a slide. So it's just taking an image and shifting it into a different location. That's it. So it's a change of location. All right, so in this example, it says graph the image after the given translation. So the translation says that we want to go 1 unit right and 2 units down. So we're going to take what we call the pre-image. So the triangle TEI is the pre-image. I'm going to write that in here, pre-image. And we're going to take every vertex or every point in it, and we're going to shift it 1 unit right and 2 units down. So let's just visually and colorly show you. If I have E, I want to go 1 unit right and 2 down. 1, 2. So my new point would be right here. This is going to be E. And we call it E prime. For every apostrophe says, hey, we performed what we call a transformation. Okay, so now we're just going to do the exact same thing. And we are going to, let's here, clone that. Okay, and now we're going to move T. 1 unit right, 2 units down. So now this is going to be point T apostrophe or T prime. Okay, and now we're going to take point I, go 1 unit right, 2 units down. So now this is going to be I apostrophe. And then we just take our line, boom. And now we have our new triangle after the translation. Sweet, cool, nice job. Let's keep going. In this example, it says find the coordinates of the vertices after the given translation. So the translation is 2 units left and 1 unit down. So it says 2 units left and 1 unit down. So 2 units left and 1 unit down. What I recommend is we always want to write our rule first. So our rule always starts with x comma y, an arrow saying this turns into x plus or minus the change, comma y plus or minus the change. So if I'm moving 2 units left, think of your x-axis. If I'm going left, is that positive or is that negative? That's negative. So it's going to be x minus 2. Okay, and now let's think of our y-axis. It says I'm going 1 unit down. Is that positive or is that negative? That's also negative. So we get y minus 1. So now we're going to take that rule and we're going to apply it to Q, D, V, and J. So Q was 0, comma, negative 1. So I want to take 0 and subtract 2. So Q prime becomes 0 minus 2, comma, negative 1 minus 1. And remember, this negative 2 or this minus 2 is coming from our rule as well as this minus 1. So we get Q prime is equal to negative 2, comma, negative 2. D prime, again, is going to be negative 2 minus 2, comma, 2 minus 1. D prime is negative 4, comma, 1. Oh, I'm running out of room. I gotta make all this smaller. How can I do that? Let's see, group. Make it smaller. There we go. Oh no, what happened? There we go. Okay, now I want to use v prime is going to start was 2. I'm subtracting 2. It was a y value of 4. I'm subtracting 1. So v prime is going to be equal to 0, comma 3. Pardon me. And then j prime, it started out x value of 3. I'm moving it to left, so I'm subtracting 2. The y value was 0. I'm subtracting 1 from it. So j prime is going to be equal to 1, comma, negative 1. And that is how we find the new coordinate points after a given translation. Nice job, nice job. Let's keep it going. All right, last example. It says write a rule to describe the given translation. Now, here is where a lot of students get stumped up. In order to determine what the pre-image and what the image is, we have to look for apostrophes. Let's look at this vertex D. Now it's just D. It's not D prime. It's not D with an apostrophe. Since there's no apostrophe, this is going to be the pre-image. This is what's going to be called the pre-image. That means that this blue figure is going to be the image. So we're taking the black figure and turning it into the blue figure. So now all we need to do is count out our directions. Okay, well, if I start at D, I go over 1, 2, 3. So I went right 3, so I added 3. And now if I'm going to continue this pattern, I go down 1, 2, 3. I went down 3. So our y direction is minus 3. So our rule would be x comma y goes into now x plus 3 because we went 3 to the right, and y minus 3 because we went 3 down. And that's it. That is how we write a rule to describe the given translation. Great job, y'all. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. So proud of you. You're doing so well. Have a good one.